Hello and welcome to Easy Stories in English, the show that will take your English from okay to good and from good to great. I am Ariel Goodbody, your host for this show. Today, I am going to tell you a story. The story is called, the name of the story is The Curse of the Clock. This story is from Czechia or the Czech Republic. If this story is too easy for you, if you want to read and listen to a slightly harder version of this story, you can go to easystoriesinenglish.com/clock. This story happens in Prague. Prague is the capital of Czechia. It is the main city of Czechia. In Prague, there is a big clock. A clock, like Big Ben, yeah? Clocks go boom, 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 boom. But the clock in Prague is special. It is an astronomical clock. That means the clock tells the time, but also it tells you where the sun is. The sun is yellow. It tells you where the moon is. It tells you where the stars are. So this is a very, very special clock, an astronomical clock. Okay? So let's start the story. Once there was a boy called Mikuláš. Mikuláš lived in a small town called Kadaň. So a small town called Kadaň. Mikuláš loved mechanical things. So he loved clocks. He loved toys. He loved compasses. Okay? These are all mechanical things. Mechanical things are like electric things. Inside, they have small metal pieces. Like this, and the pieces go together. Ooh, I am drawing this very badly. Okay, so these pieces, they work together to move the thing. Okay, so Kadaň's father Kadaň's father 1 year for Kadań's not Kadań, Mikuláš's father. Mikuláš is the boy, Kadań is the town. 1 year for Mikuláš's birthday, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. Yeah, for his birthday, Mikuláš's father gave him a clock, okay? But Mikuláš took apart the clock. He opened the clock and took out all the pieces. Mikuláš's father saw this and said, "You are a very, very bad boy. I gave you a clock and you broke the clock. You took apart the clock." And Mikuláš said, "Don't worry, father." And he put the clock back together. Ooh, it's that. Okay, he put it back together and the clock, it worked. It told the time. So the next year, Mikuláš's father gave him a mechanical toy. Again, Mikuláš took apart the toy and put it back together. The third year, Mikuláš's father gave him a compass. So a compass tells you where north, east, south, and west are. And again, Mikuláš took apart the compass and put it back together. So Mikuláš loved mechanical things. So Mikuláš became an apprentice. So an apprentice is like a student, okay? He was very happy. An apprentice is a student who studies and works at the same time. And apprentices get a bit of money. So he was an apprentice to a clockmaker, a man who made clocks. So this man was his master, like his teacher, okay? He taught Mikuláš how to make clocks. And Mikuláš made really, really good clocks. In Kadaň, when people wanted a clock, they went to Mikuláš, and Mikuláš made them a clock. But one day, Mikuláš's master said, "Mikuláš, you are too good for this town. This town is small, but you are an amazing, a really good clockmaker. Go to Prague. Go to Prague." So Prague is a big city. In Prague, there are big buildings, many, many, many people. And in Prague, the masters are better. Go to Prague and learn from the best masters. Yeah, because in Prague, the masters, their beards were like really, really long. So you know the Prague masters are better because their beards are long, are longer. So Mikuláš went to Prague and he he was an apprentice with the best masters. And Mikuláš was a really good clockmaker, an excellent clockmaker. So one day, the mayor of Prague is the king of the town, the head of the town, the most powerful person in a town, like the president of a city, okay? The mayor of Prague went to Mikuláš and said, Mikuláš, I have an idea. I am thinking I want you to make the best clock in the world, okay? This was before the astronomical clock. The mayor said, this clock will tell the time, it will tell you where the sun is, where the moon is, where the stars are. It will have little people on it, and the people will move and tell a story. It will be the best clock in the world. And Mikuláš was very excited. Yeah, I will make the best clock in the world. So Mikuláš started making the clock. He worked and worked and worked. And finally, the clock was not just an idea, it was real. The astronomical clock was real. And all the people in Prague went to the astronomical clock. There were many tourists. So a tourist is someone with a camera, yeah? Tourists go and they look and say, wow, yeah? Tourists. Many, many tourists came to see the astronomical clock. So the mayor was very happy. But Mikuláš was very famous now. Famous means everyone knew his name. Everyone in Prague knew his name. Everyone in Czechia knew his name. Everyone in Europe knew his name. He was famous. And many people came to Mikuláš and said, Mikuláš, please make an astronomical clock in my city, in London, in Barcelona, in Paris. And Mikuláš thought, the Prague astronomical clock is good, but I want to make a better clock. The mayor heard this and he was not happy. He was angry, yeah? Because the mayor wanted just the Prague clock, because there were lots of tourists. If Mikuláš made a clock in Paris, all the tourists would go to Paris. So the mayor sent a man, okay? The mayor sent a man with a knife, and the man blinded Mikuláš. He cut Mikuláš's eyes and he made Mikuláš blind. Blind means you can't see. Blind, okay? The man blinded Mikuláš. So now Mikuláš could not see, he could not make clocks. And Mikuláš, of course, was very, very sad. So Mikuláš went to the astronomical clock. He climbed the stairs. He climbed the stairs, and inside there was the body of the clock. Yeah? The mechanical bits of the clock. Mikuláš jumped inside the clock. Oh, it was horrible. There was so much blood. Okay? So Mikuláš died. And the clock stopped moving. But the mayor had 3 men. These 3 men took Mikuláš out of the clock. They cleaned the clock and they repaired the clock. Repaired, they put it back together. So the clock worked again. So the 3 men repaired the clock. And everyone, all the people in Prague, were very sad about Mikuláš. But then something strange happened. The 3 men who repaired the clock died. One man jumped out of a window. He jumped out of the window. The second man fell into a river. So a river is water, and he fell into the water. The third man used a big knife and killed himself. The 3 men died because when Mikuláš jumped into the clock, he put magic on the clock. He put a curse on the clock. A curse is bad magic. Magic like abracadabra, Wingardium Leviosa. That's magic. But a curse is bad magic. Okay? So, there was a curse on the clock. Any person who repaired the clock would die. So if someone after came and repaired the clock, they died. Horrible. The end. I hope you enjoyed the story. I have Alejandro, the dragon, with me here. Alejandro, Did you enjoy the story? No. There was no meat. No food in the story. I want meat. Okay. Oh, Alejandro, your breath smells and you're a bit dirty. I'm a dragon. Dragons can smell and be dirty. Okay. So, Alejandro, would you repair the clock if you had to? If the mayor said, Alejandro, go repair the clock, would you repair the clock? No. I would eat the clock. Okay, but clocks don't have meat in them. Really? But you said the clock had a body. Yeah, but it's not really meat. Okay then. Fine, if you say so. Okay. Well, thank you again for watching. Remember, you can read a slightly harder version at easystoriesinenglish.com/clock. I want to eat a clock now. Okay. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye!